Hello, and welcome to another episode of Apex Alpha Labs. This is a big boy. This is one big case. Thermaltake W200 coming up right now. Wow. Now this is a clash of the titans on one side of this system, because this is a W200 by Thermaltake. This is one of the largest cases that they make. Now, some will argue, like they do on Facebook, and say that this is a waste of space and that it doesn't blah blah. You know what? Don't care. This is perfect for the application in which it is chosen. On one side, you've got Team Blue, you've got an i9 12900K, and on the other, you got Team Red, you got a Ryzen Threadripper 3970X. For the Ryzen Threadripper, it's got the Asus ROG Zenith 2 Extreme Alpha board, and for the Intel i9, we've got the ROG Maximus Z690 formula. The RAM that each one is respectively holding. For the Intel, we have the Trident Z5 DDR5 6000 series RAM with a CAS latency of 36. We have for the Extreme Alpha, the RAM that is on that board is Trident Z Royal 3600 DDR4. They're both extremely powerful processors. And the Intel 12th gen is a massive leap over all previous generations and iterations of the i9. Powering these behemoths on the graphics, they have the Asus ROG Strix White Edition Gaming RTX 3090 Overclock Edition GPUs. Cooling these behemoth powerhouses of processors. For the Intel, we have the EK water blocks. What is that? EK AIO, the 360D ARGB. And for the Threadripper, we have a special Enermax Liquitech 360mm TR4 specific cooler, which has a 500 watt overclock TDP overhead. I've seen them go up to 600 watts for heat dissipation, and it keeps the CPUs nice and chilly. I mean, on a 100% load on the Threadripper with an Enermax LiquiCool, we're talking 55C as it's hot at the top peak CPU temperatures I've seen. For the Intel, it hasn't, with that EK water block, the D ARGB, I haven't seen it go above 61C. So these fans that are in this case, and I can't put this case on the table. One, it weighs 84 pounds fully loaded. And two, it's too big for this table. It'll probably break this table. This is one of them little IKEA things. The fans that are on either side, they both have Lian Li, however you want to say it. I've got 7 of them on the Intel side. They're the white fans with controllers. And then on the AMD side, I have 5 of the Lian SL120 unis, and also 3 blacked out Enermax fans for the AIO, because you can't really see them on that side. One side has a window, the other side is just flat with some vents and ventilation going on, which you'll see on the video. I've run Cinebench R23 scores on both the Threadripper 3970 and the Intel i9 12900K, and I'm impressed with either of those scores. So this one, the Intel on Cinebench on multi-core, was 26,593. That is impressive. That is impressive for a standard desktop processor. And then, of course, the champion, which is the AMD side, because that is a multi-core, multi-threaded beast of a processor. It scored 43,554. And this is after multiple runs, multiple tests, letting it cook and bake and get all hot before I ran any of these tests. And then I ran these tests over and over and over and over again. So to power these monstrosities is Seasonic's top-of-the-line Platinum Series PX 1300 watt. You've probably seen in the video one side powered on and then the other side powered on, and that's a little, because where I am right now, the wiring and the circuit breakers are not that nice, and if I plug both of these in and turn them on, it cuts the breaker. So I only have one side powered on at a time. We're going to be moving from here, and hopefully something with an updated power distribution thing so that I can, but I'm going to be building more of these guys. I'm very happy to have built this. It took a while. The longest and the most annoying part of it was actually assembling the case, because it comes flat packed. Well, almost, basically flat packed, and it's in a big wide box, and you would think that it's half built, but it's not. And the instructions are not the clearest. They could have used bigger graphics on it. All in all, it took me about 2 hours to build out the case. You know, some people have some trouble and they'll build the case out in like 4 or 5 hours. I did it in not that long of a time, because this isn't the first time that I've built in this case. But it's pain. They've updated it. There used to be a back tray where you could hide all of the wires, and now that tray is gone. So all you have is a motherboard insert tray on the workstation side, or the no-show side. And there used to be 2 of the panels like they have on the show side, so you could put wires in there. So the AMD Threadripper side, which is not going to be seen by most people, that kind of contains a lot of the wiring for the Intel and the AMD, and that way the show side is a little bit neater, and you can it's nicer to look at. The client wanted white on black, so that's what they got. Made sure that on one side, when you turn it on, all the fans and all of the ARGB that's on there is all blue, and on the other side it's all red. Overall, I'm very satisfied with how these systems came out and how they perform. The Intel 12th Gen has Windows 11 Pro, and the Threadripper has Windows 10 Pro. Both run flawlessly. I think that it's good with its respective results, because I've seen on the Threadripper, especially the 3rd Gen Threadripper, the upgrade to Windows 11 is kind of detrimental to its performance. I've seen like about a 20 to 30% decrease in its performance overall with gaming, and also with number crunching. It scores significantly lower with Windows 11. Now that's not every single case and scenario. I have had some success, but the majority of the 3000 series and 2000 series Threadrippers that I've managed to put Windows 11 on because of a client needs it, I have seen reduced Cinebench scores and 3D Mark scores, and so I try to keep until the new 5000 series, the full lineup of 5000 series Threadrippers come out. They will probably be optimized for Windows 11 a lot better, and so with the BIOS or the UEFI, if you want to get technical. Intel, no problem. I think this is just more optimized for Intels at this point, but as Windows 11 matures over the years, then you will start to see driver support and AMD being able to put in tweaks, and but I mean, you've got one operating system that blankets all types of hardware, except if you actually have a 1st Gen Ryzen or a 7th Gen Intel in your SOL on Windows 11. But you got a couple of years. So all in all, I hope that you enjoyed this little segment here, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, peace.
Bye, have a great time.